Couple of red cards at the weekend in Super Rugby AU. If you haven't seen them, they were neither of them very pretty watching. One of them happened in the Brumbies game against the Rebels. That was Allan Alaalatoa, and the other one was Andrew Ready, in the Forces win over the Tars. Now, what's interesting about these two is they've both essentially copped the same ban. I talked something similar about this during the Six Nations a few weeks ago, where it was kind of similar, nothing quite so overt as a punch. That was two bits of action. One seemed more malicious than the other, but they ended up getting pretty much the same ban. Now, it's a weird one because Allan Alaalatoa, he gets 3-week ban for his red card. He puts in a high... It's a dangerous tackle on Pone Fa'amusili from the Rebels. It looks like a pretty regulation shot, but for mine, as a layman, or just a fan, he lines him up. He goes a wee bit high. Fa'amusili comes, braces a wee bit low, and it's unfortunate contact. It's a hell of a sound. The sound of it was incredible, not in a good way. And yeah, he gets red carded. So I didn't think there was any intent in that. However, with Andrew Ready, his one's a punch, and there's not much more you can say about intent than a punch. A punch, there's no accidental punches. If you mean to punch someone in the face, then you punch them in the face. It's yeah, it's not a good look. Now, that one also gets 3 weeks. Apparently, both of them had a mid-level starting point at 6 weeks, but both of them pled guilty. So early guilty plea combined with both of them having good disciplinary records in the past means a reduction of 3 weeks. So each of them gets a 3-week ban. I kind of wish they would make the bans games rather than weeks, because there can be buys and whatnot. Weeks always just seems a bit more confusing. I'm pretty sure Rugby League does games, doesn't it? Games makes more sense than weeks, but anyway, that is... there's a lot of stuff that Rugby follows League that I don't agree with, but I'm pretty sure League does that, doesn't it? That would make more sense to say games rather than weeks. But anyway, both of them get a 3-week ban. Now, I think overall, especially when you look at Andrew Ready's punch, it's a pretty weak effort. He's not going to have much of a career as a boxer. So in terms of the danger to the opponent, there's probably a lot less danger in the punch than the high shot. Like, sure enough, Pone Fa'amusili for the Rebels, he gets concussed and he's off, and goodness knows how long he'll be out for. Like I said, it was a horrendous hit. The sound of it was really bad, so he could be out for longer than 3 weeks. You never know. But the thing that inherently kind of bothers me about this is I really feel like he was making a legit effort and maybe got it a bit wrong, whereas that's just wrong from the outset. I feel like this should get punished more, the intent rather than the outcome, but maybe that's just not the way it's ruled. Like, any kind of punching, eye gouging, that kind of stuff is just... There's no place for it, whereas there's always going to be tackles in the game. The guys need to get them right. Both red cards for sure, but I feel like that doesn't seem quite right when a punch gets, even if it was a poor punch, when it doesn't get quite the same ban as, when it gets the same ban as a dangerous tackle. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's the outcome, which is the ruling factor here. But anyway, you guys take a look at both of the shots. Allan Alaalatoa's dangerous tackle and Andrew Ready's punch. Interestingly though, I mean, the season itself is already pretty short. Right, there's only 5 teams. Each team gets a bye each. So 3 weeks is actually a pretty sizable chunk of the season, and all things considered. But yeah, it is what it is. A punch, 3 weeks. Dangerous tackle, 3 weeks. I don't know. Maybe I'm on my own kind of left field there, but that's just the way it kind of strikes me, for want of a better word. Anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts. Dumb, careless for mine. Anyway, you guys take care, and I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.